What's going on, guys? Alright, so today I am diving into a brand new sport, something that I have never ever watched in my life. Just never found, never had the desire to, but you guys seem to like it when I check out new sports on here. I've become a huge fan of soccer, football, and everywhere else but America. Watched a lot of the World Cup, so you guys really came in to support that. Those views have really dropped a good bit since the first one, so moving on, I'll hopefully be able to go back to that stuff, but views have got to go up. So once the views stop, I got to change it up again. So it doesn't last for too long, unfortunately, on this channel. Whatever hits, and it eventually disappears, unfortunately. So we're diving into something new. Hockey, I can probably name two hockey players of all time, and that's probably it. Mario Lemieux and Wayne Gretzky. That's it. So I'm sorry. I'm going to check it out, see what's going on here. This is greatest goals in hockey from the decade of 2010 to 19. This seemed like a good way to start. I think I pretty much know the rules. I mean, not the technicalities, not the little details, obviously, of like what gets you a penalty and everything like that. I don't know any of that. But, I mean, it's pretty simple, right? You score a goal. I mean, just on ice and with sticks and a puck instead of a soccer ball, instead of a basketball going in a net, of course, which basketball, I would say this is more relatable to soccer, football, like with the goals and everything. I would say that's more relatable because you got scores like 1-1, 2-1, stuff like that, which is the same as you have in football. Basketball, of course, 900 points being scored. But anyway, let's jump into it. Yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and hype the video if you like this. I'm very new. I'm completely brand new, clueless about this sport, pretty much in every way you can think of. I know a few of the team names and everything. But anyway, I won't be able to point anything out. But let's get into this. Hype the video. I don't know if I said that or not. 3, 2, 1, play. Let's go. That was nice. Ooh. I mean, you got to be on point. You got to be accurate like crazy. Yeah, the maneuver to protecting it. Okay. Ooh, he lobbed it in. Okay. I didn't see that. Hold on. I'm going to do something with the volume. I'm sorry if this pisses you off, but, a lot of times these videos, not only do they get copywritten for, of course, the footage of the games and stuff, but they get copywritten for the audio for like 3 seconds, and they're trying to copyright it. So obviously, I'm just going to trim that segment out. So if you hear the video go dead or some weird sound going on, that's what happened. All right, that is for copyright reasons, and I had to edit it out. So sorry, I apologize. Blame YouTube, not me. I want the whole thing to be in here for you guys. All right. Yo, caught it in the air. He's a goddamn baseball player. Come on. What? Yo. Hold on. Dude. So did it ricochet off the opponent and then come back and he still got it? Or did he actually just lob it to himself? That's okay. You got to be on point with the accuracy for this. That is for sure. There's no doubt about it. And you got to have crazy control, balance with your skating. Of course, that's insane to do this on skates, on ice. You got to protect the puck. I don't know what they do. I guess it's kind of like dribbling in soccer and basketball. You just got to protect it. So, yeah, let's go. Behind the back or behind it. Yo, okay. Come on. He kind of hop skip too. Jump step. Oh, between the legs. Oh my God. Through the goalie's legs too. Is that Pittsburgh or the Penguins, I think? I know that was New Jersey. I didn't even see that one really. Hold on. Off balance. Okay. Yeah, tripping. That's crazy. Okay. Let's go. Woo! Uh. Oh, between the legs. I didn't see that. He didn't. No, it wasn't just between his legs. He he angled the stick. Is that what it's called? A stick? I'm not even sure. I think that's the name. But anyway, he had that between his legs and he shot it while the stick was between his legs. That's ridiculous. Look at that. No. Again. Yes. What is going on? Oh Lord. Mm. Ooh. That's crazy when they're behind the goal and they can still angle it and whip it around and everything to get in there still. Kind of like Larry Bird shooting from behind the basket, like he did quite a few times. But yeah, so guys, look, this is just something I've never been into, never had any desire to watch it, never even gave it a chance really. Basketball, MMA, boxing, and baseball, a time ago were all my sports. I'm still very huge into boxing and MMA, basketball, but now football, soccer, not American football at all. I can't stand that. But anyway, yeah. So I mean, just bear with me here. I don't know if that pisses you off. I get it. If that makes you mad, I understand. Like, what are you doing in reaction sport? I get it because if somebody was doing that for a sport that I loved and cared about, like boxing or MMA, I would feel the same way. I'm like, why are you doing this? So I'm giving it a try. You know, trying to just learn a little bit about all kinds of different sports. I'm gonna do a bunch of different stuff too. I've done a few reactions to cricket, which I'm very unfamiliar with. Did a rugby, which I find very interesting. So yeah, just checking out new stuff here. That's what this channel's about. I mean, I started off as a music reaction channel. I've been introduced to a lot of new music on here. Always been a hip hop fan throughout my life. Didn't like anything else really, other than some '80s music. I've been introduced to K-pop, rock music, which I'm a big fan of a lot of different genres in music now, for sure. So it is what it is. It's funny, this reaction channel has kind of opened my mind a good bit from the stubbornness that I used to have all through my life, pretty much. But anyway, let's go. Sorry. Mm. Ooh, between everybody, between the defenders and everything, split them. Yeah, nice. Mm. Oh, the spin. Oh, I love it. I like that. Okay, I have heard that name before, actually. I think Patrick Kane. I have no idea how. Mm. Oh, is that Blackhawks? Okay. What is that Chicago Bucks? I don't know. You all are gonna want to shoot me. I know. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. The control with the stick is crazy. Pause. Bringing it around, yo. You know how quick and how just I can't talk enough about the accuracy and the balance and everything. I mean, with the stick too, to not for one, they don't care if they hit the other opponent. I don't know if that's illegal or what. I'm guessing it is. That would be a foul. Maybe not, because this does get pretty brutal. I know they fight and they just send them to the box for a few minutes and then they're back on the floor. I like that. I like that they don't get ejected from the game for having bad breath like in basketball they do now. It's so soft. It's ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, the control with the stick and everything is crazy because they're weaving through the defenders. They're obviously controlling the puck on the ground, but to avoid the defenders, to avoid it hitting any of them, they have to bring it up. I mean, they have to do all kinds of crazy stuff with it. It's really impressive. I'm glad they show them all in slow motion because I miss it. Ooh, stepped over the other dude's stick. Okay. Just gliding through too. That's Oilers. Is that Canadian Oilers or Houston? Houston Oilers is the American football team, I believe. Is it Canadian Oilers? I'm not even sure. Edmonton Oilers? I'm not sure. Mm. Oh, falling down. That's Philadelphia Flyers. All right. I do know the jerseys, basically just from like TV shows and movies where people are wearing them and they talk about them. That's it. I mean, that's the only way I know any of these teams. For one, like, I know the New Jersey Devils, Chicago Blackhawks, and like New York Rangers just from watching Seinfeld and Friends, you know. So that's basically it. Detroit Red Wings, I know them from. I mean, pretty much all of this comes from just watching TV shows and movies, and they just show up randomly sometimes. Hold on. Ooh, behind the back, yo, come on. Oh, nice pass too. Was it behind the? Yeah, but okay, but behind the leg. All right. Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. I got to check my camera. I'm sorry. Sometimes my camera just glitches and freezes, so we got to make sure. Hey, there's been no ad yet. That's good. Ooh, I didn't realize how much he did with the stick. Oh Lord. Hmm. The fake out, it's like a crossover almost. It's kind of like a crossover in basketball. I'm gonna relate a lot of stuff to basketball, guys. People on the football reactions got very upset. They got very triggered when I compared football, soccer to basketball in a lot of ways. This is reminding me a lot of it too. So it is what it is. If that pisses you off, I'm sorry. I don't know why it does, because when I compare it to a sport I like, that's a good thing. That's a compliment. It's not an insult. Now, is basketball as difficult as this? No, not at all. It is much easier to control a big round ball. My God, pause. With your hands than it is to control a little puck skating on ice with a stick. That's much more impressive. All right. Now, do I like basketball better? Of course. I've watched it all my life, basically. But you know what I mean. I can recognize skill and talent when I see it, even if I don't know much about the sport. Yeah. Mm. Ooh. I did not see that he did it with one arm. He did it with one hand at the end there. Okay. Oh my God. Yo. Okay. No. Yo, 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 yo. Don't ever say that again. Don't you ever let that word come out of your mouth again. I'm not even going to repeat it. You heard it. Pause on the announcer. Oh, Lord. How dare you say something like that? That is insane. That is a pause if I ever heard one. Mm. Yo, that dude is huge. How tall is that guy? Look at this dude. Okay. Is that another? Yeah, that's another tall dude. Okay, 6'9", yeah. Wow. Yeah. Hold on. Mm. Ooh. Hold on. I need to see that again. Oh my God. Laying down, grabbed it and pulled it back. All right. Oh, the spinning. Hmm. Mm. Shoo. Just a lot. Yeah, it's reminding me of a lot of basketball players. A lot of basketball plays. Stuff like that is kind of Jordan-esque to me a little bit. Um, like when he would go and he'd jump in midair facing the basket. He'd turn around in midair with his back to the basket and throw it in. That's kind of what some of this stuff is reminding me of. Mm. Oh, oh, nice passing too. Oh no, just passing it to himself. That's crazy. Yeah. Mm. He's passing it to himself, keeping it in the air, not letting the other team, the opponent, the defenders get a piece of it, keeping it away from them. That's insane. That's kind of okay. So that's what I would compare to like Kyrie Irving handles. That's a handle, I guess, and I would compare that to like Kyrie Irving in basketball with his dribbling. Mm. That's another big dude, isn't it? Maybe not. Okay. Nah, he's normal height, I guess. Oh, between the legs. Yo, I'm coming after you with that stick if you put it between my legs and embarrass me, especially if you score and after. We're fighting. I'm going to the penalty box for sure. Nice. Tell me he's not. No, that's insane. Came back, lost his balance, fell, still controlled it, got back on his feet, still controlling it, and got the score out of it. Come on. Shoo. Yeah. Between them. Yo. Yo, put it right through him. To the side, too. On the side. The goal is a lot smaller than football, of course, obviously. Very much smaller. Of course, the puck is a lot smaller, too, than the soccer ball. Oh, it kind of ricocheted. Ooh, the control. Yeah, wait, the control where they're not even like skating, like actually going in the motions and everything of putting one foot before the other, where they're just gliding through the whole thing. That's really impressive to me. Now, I couldn't get on a pair of skates, so I could never do this, of course. I would be falling all over the place. But I think I've tried to like skate on ice or like maybe twice in my life, and that was 30 something years ago. It was not a pretty sight at all, but anyway. mm. Hold on. Yup. Okay. Oh. Put it behind him. Yeah. Or put it behind his legs a bit. Yo. The control spinning at the same time as controlling. Yeah. It's nice. Whew.
Ryan pulls it forehand, backhand, and he duplicates it to slide it past Jonathan Quick.
Dang. Whew. Yeah, okay. So apparently that's not such an uncommon thing to shoot it between your legs, which is kind of crazy to me. I thought that was like a 1 in a million shot, the first one that we saw here, but that's probably like the fifth one we've seen like that actually. So, but still, nevertheless, that is very, very impressive. I guess that's pretty common though, Wow. The getting up, still controlling after they've fallen, after they've been knocked over, losing balance, and they still get up to control it and get the goal out of it is insane. All right. Did he catch it? Hold on, you can do that? Can you touch it with your hand? Did I see that right?
Great.
Yeah, he caught it right, or maybe batted it down. Is that allowed? I wouldn't have thought that was allowed by anybody but the goalie.
Hand-eye coordination. He bats it down to
Yeah.
Baseball's at right in
Huh. Maybe you can't catch it, but you can like lob it, or maybe you can just bat it down. I had no idea that you could touch it with your hands. I figured that was just like soccer, where only the goalie, of course, could block with their hands. I figured that was the case. Wow, that's very surprising. This huge dude.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, another one. We see that constantly. Wow. Mm. Yo, he did a full circle around. Wow. Woo! Hold on. From behind? Oh, right. He found the smallest space, like a needle in a hay, like threading a needle. That's crazy. He found the littlest space and got it through. One spot. Whoa. Another one? Oh, wow. Oh, hold on. Was that the same one?
That is insane.
Yeah, that's
I don't know
ridiculous.
what to make of what we've just witnessed here.
Oh, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. All right, very nice. That was very impressive. Let me know what you thought of that. My first reaction to hockey ever. I know there's a lot more compilations like hardest hits, most brutal fights, stuff like that. So I definitely want to kind of see some of that if you guys show up for it. Yeah, and you can drop in comments like players, certain players I need to react to. Uh, like I say, just best plays, whatever, best blocks, anything. Drop it in the comments. I'm here. So yeah, let me know. Stay safe. Be careful. Thanks to the Most High, Yahuwah, Yahusha, Creator, Savior. Without them, nothing is possible. And thanks to each and every one of you guys. Probably a lot of new people coming in, so appreciate you guys for showing up. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that hype button. It all goes such a long way. It all helps the video, helps the channel more than you will ever know. It helps tremendously. So that's the best and easiest, quickest thing you can do, and it is absolutely free. So please do so. And even if you don't like the channel, even if you don't like me, that's absolutely fine. You could still hit it. Do something for somebody you don't like. That shows an extra bit of kindness, and I need to work on that too myself. Hitting a like button on the channel you love and a person you do like, that's easy. I do that every day, several times a day. You know, hit it for somebody you don't even rock with. That gets you some extra points. All right, yeah, I would think so, but I need to work on that too. But anyway, I appreciate you guys for watching. Whatever you think, I appreciate you for coming in and giving it a chance. Whatever. Like I say, if you didn't like the reaction, if you don't like my attitude towards the sport, I understand. I understand because I would probably feel the same way if somebody came in, didn't have a clue about boxing or MMA, what they were watching, anybody they were watching, I would be offended too. So I kind of get it. I can understand that. But like I say, I'm trying to learn a little bit about all kinds of different sports, that I've never paid attention to, just never come across, never thought about at all. I've always been very set in my ways, and like I say, this reaction channel kind of opened up my world a good bit, from what it was before. So that's a good thing, I think. So anyway, all right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Once again, please stay safe, be careful. Stay out of this crazy, crazy, ridiculous hot weather. Just keep yourself comfortable, keep water with you, stay hydrated, everything. That's the most important thing. Make sure your pets are taken care of. Don't leave your dogs out in this crazy weather. Please don't do that. Yeah, it's too much for them. That's I don't know what even made me think of that, but yeah, I hope nobody's doing that. But there's some sickos out there that don't even care about their animals and do that kind of thing. Now if it's a dog that like hates coming inside, I get it. So because some dogs do just love being outside always. They feel uncomfortable to be inside. I've never had one like that. But I know some breeds are like that, so it is what it is on that. But make sure they got plenty of water to drink, to jump into pools, whatever. Get them a little kid pool or something, whatever. Keep them cool out there, please. Whatever you do. Anyway, all right. Thank you so much once again. I'm gonna go ahead and jump out of here. Appreciate you guys.